which is in Pennsylvania. It's around Philadelphia, and I'm in 8th grade. And some of my hobbies are like reading, and I spend a lot of time on my phone, so that's a little bit of a problem. So for my project, I decided to stop using I decided to reduce my digital footprint because your digital footprint actually contributes to 33% of carbon emissions. So I did 2 projects simultaneously. I chose to begin using more paper, and when I was done with these papers, I made sure that they were recycled or reused, and I reduced the time I was on my phone. The Natural Resources Defense Council explains that a small network of equipment in the homes of America consumes more than $1 billion worth of electricity, resulting in 5 million metric tons of carbon emissions, which is equivalent to the annual emissions of 1.1 million vehicles. The United States is on track to go from using 91 billion kilowatt hours to 140 billion kilowatt hours, which will lead to a dying planet. Paper produces less than 1% of carbon emissions, while your digital carbon footprint is to about 33%. So I decided to use as little technology as possible, because in a world so dependent on tech like ours, we should be trying to combat this. So I had 2 objectives and goals. One of my main goals was to be able to incorporate this into my life and change my habits. I, a heavy technology user, began replacing my constant use of marking up PDFs to do my work with the paper copies my teachers provided. And another one of my goals was to spread the word. A common misconception that using paper is awful for the planet is wrong, meaning that under this marketing scheme, we are actually ruining our homes. So I wanted to make sure that people knew what they're doing has an effect on our planet. So how I did it. I'm a huge reader, but reading often involves unsustainable practices like driving to the library or bookstore, purchasing books electronically, or reading online, all of which contribute to pollution and carbon emissions. Rereading old books became my only eco-friendly option, though finding engaging ones can still be a challenge. Midway through the challenge, I realized the need for a change. Reflecting on my initial reluctance to part with my phone, I understood that sacrificing for the greater good wasn't an option but a necessity. Recognizing the impossibility of completely abandoning my phone in today's society, I resolved to reduce my screen time from 7 hours to 2 hours. Previously, I was consumed by my phone, feeling anxious without it. Now I've learned I can thrive without it. So, the timeline. On February 1st, I began this project, and I began to use paper copies supplied by my teachers and started rereading old books. 2 weeks later, on February 15th, I switched my main project to using my phone less, but I also continued my original project. On March 2nd, when the project ended, I was able to create new sustainable habits and spread the word to basically my entire school, which was about 2,000 people. So what's next? I love doing this project, and it opened my eyes to what we are doing wrong in our day-to-day lives. I plan to continue to spread awareness about what is killing our planet through social media, and I also wanted to continue to reduce my phone usage and stop using my other devices as much. I will also, seeing as I can't go very long without a new book, will only go to the library once a month instead of going every other week like I did before this challenge. Thank you.
Yeah, you can speak about your experience, Neera. It's rather a unique thing that you did. Please, it's good. I especially like the fact that you recognized something and worked on it. That is a strength. Okay, not a lot of people do that. You did that, and I want you to speak about that experience and how you're going to continue this. Okay, and how this program helped you.
Well, I had a lot of fun doing this, and I found it enlightening that I was able to see that what I was doing, and I found that these new habits are actually really good for my mental health itself. And I also found that it helped me because I'm really shy, and it's really hard for me to go talk to people, but I found that this was something that motivated me to go talk to people, and I'm really passionate about it.
Excellent. A big round of applause to all 3 of you. Every teen is unique, right? You have your own wonderful idea to change the world, and we're just here to support that.